21-year-old Javante Smart and 28-year-old Ernest Modekwe.
This chase has ended in a crash and 3 arrests after officers received calls that shots had been fired in the downtown core.
Hey guys, in today's video we're going to talk about the beef between Smoke Dawg and their brothers Kmoney and Casper TNG. They were all up and coming rappers just a couple years ago from the city of Toronto. Smoke Dawg was getting major numbers with his songs Trap House, Count It Up, and others getting millions of views. He was even co-signed by Drake in The Weeknd, and actually went on tour with Drake on the European leg for his Boy Meets World tour, along with fellow Toronto rapper that he also has beef with, Pressa. Kmoney and Casper TNG on the other hand didn't really have any major co-signs like Smoke Dawg did, hence the name for Kmoney's mixtape, No Co-Signs. However, this doesn't mean that they weren't popping. Both of their brothers were getting huge numbers on their music, getting multiple videos with millions of views each, and even having their songs played at Toronto Raptor and Maple Leaf games. Now let's get into the beef. Kmoney and Casper are members of the gangs, Project Originals, PO for short, and the Menace Gang, and are from a neighborhood in downtown Toronto named Alexandra Park, while Smoke Dawg is a member of Halalgang, a splinter cell of the Sick Thugs from a neighborhood named Regentpark. Both neighborhoods are riddled with crime and poverty. Alexandra Park and Regentpark have been beefing since the 90s, and this territorial war led to multiple murders, shootings, robberies both in public and private places, with violence occurring in malls and even recording studios. This caused Regentpark to do internal cleansings of sorts, with new generation Halalgang picking out senior Sick Thugs members even though they were united in the past since they both came from Regentpark, and actually reunited once again after Smoke Dawg's death. Both Smoke Dawg and the brothers were living the street life. They were all really living the things they said in their raps and were all trapping. Kmoney and Casper got charges for drug trafficking and even a charge of human trafficking. The case involves alleged sexual assault and exploitation of an 18-year-old woman over the course of 2 years. According to Toronto police, she was allegedly coerced into the sex trade through violent sexual acts and threats to her and her family made by one of the suspects, but she managed to escape and contact police. Nothing was proven in court. Smoke Dawg is a well-known member of Halalgang, also known as Ono Gang, after the passing of Ono from Regentpark when he was just a teenager, known for being a peacekeeper in their hood. As I mentioned earlier, Halalgang is known as a splinter cell of the Sick Thugs gang from Regentpark. The history of Halalgang is known to have lots of bloodshed, including 6 fatal shootings in 2016 alone. During a war with the Sick Thugs and the newer gang, the Halalgang, Regentpark is also known to have beef with the Menace Gang and Project Originals from Alexandra Park, which is what Kmoney and Casper are members of. All of this history of violence results in Halalgang being an official gang on the Toronto Police's radar and dubbing Smoke Dawg as an official member of a gang and a suspect for many crimes. Since Kmoney and Casper were popping in the city at the same time that Smoke Dawg was, having his own success and cosigns from big names, they got into a direct competition and started dissing each other in their songs. Casper dropped a song called All Your Friends Are Dead towards Smoke Dawg, disrespecting all the people from Regentpark who have died, which is where Smoke Dawg is from. Also, right after Smoke Dawg got back from his Boy Meets World tour with Drake, Smoke Dawg's chains were snatched after being jumped when he got caught lacking alone. Soon after, Casper TNG posted music videos to his song Burberry in My Closet, in which he showed himself wearing Smoke Dawg's chain, which was reported missing when he got jumped, implying that Casper had something to do with Smoke Dawg being robbed and jumped. To respond to this, Smoke Dawg and his gang retaliated, and their brothers' houses were shot up 5 times, leaving bullet holes that can still be seen to this day, and even ending up causing one person to get shot. Soon after the retaliation, Smoke Dawg filmed his music video to Fountain Freestyle in Casper and Kmoney's hood, in front of their housing complex. Then their brothers' houses were shot up once again. To get back at Smoke Dawg in Regentpark, Casper and Kmoney went to Smoke Dawg's hood in broad daylight to shoot it up. They shot into a crowd of people, which alerted an emergency call to the police, when unfortunately for them, the cops already had a team of plainclothes detectives nearby. They started investigating the shots when all of a sudden they noticed an all-black van with 3 men with ski masks in it, and that's when the chase started. The investigators blocked in the van to question them, but the brothers started speeding away and were swerving in and out of oncoming traffic, even driving on the sidewalk at one point. Luckily they didn't hit anyone and eventually got to a curve on the other side where they left the van and started running on foot. The brothers ran into a parking lot with a fence and climbed over it, landing in a construction site where they eventually got tackled and arrested. The brothers were charged with 97 different charges. Casper and Kmoney ended up pleading guilty to the dangerous driving, fleeing police, a firearms offense, wearing a disguise while committing a crime, and bail breaches. Casper ended up serving an extra 18 months on top of his pre-existing sentence that he still had 2 years on, which he got for firearm possession and drug trafficking. Kmoney was sentenced to 4 years. In the minutes after his arrest, Casper asked an officer to tell the Toronto Star that Casper and Kmoney were caught. He said, "I never did it, but I want the clout so I could drop a banger." He was referring to a new song he dropped the next day, and they've been dropping unreleased music ever since. Pretty smart if you ask me, since typically when rappers either die or get arrested, their music career gets way more popular from all the publicity they receive. 1 week after all this happened, Smoke Dawg was killed in a completely unrelated matter. Smoke Dawg was shot and killed by another local rapper, 21E, who was actually a member of Halalgang and friends with the guys from BFR. 21E and his 15-year-old accomplice, whose identity is protected due to his age, caught Smoke Dawg and his manager outside a club and shot both of them, killing both. He then fled to Somalia and was wanted along with his teenager accomplice all over Canada. Around a year later in August 2019, 21E was arrested all the way over in British Columbia. Only a couple of days later, a fellow Halalgang rapper who goes by the name of YS was gunned down in a home in Surrey, British Columbia by 21E's brother, 22Ne. And only a couple of days after that, 22Ne was killed in Calgary, Alberta. This doesn't have much to do with Smoke Dawg or Kmoney and Casper, but I thought it was really interesting since all of that is possibly connected to the 21E shooting, but no one knows how or why. That's all for today's video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, it helps the channel so much. Also leave a comment for what you want to see next, general feedback you have for my videos, or even to shit talk me. Thanks for watching and have a good one.